Good afternoon. Happy Friday. It is Friday, the 22nd of April, and it's Earth Day week. And so, I don't know, many people are going to go out to Choro Park to celebrate Earth Day, but me and my family may make it out there. We love that kind of stuff, and it's a great event if you've never been out there before. I want to just start off this week by talking a little bit about a lot that's been happening in IT. We had Haley, she started with the city this week, and I saw her briefly in the hallway before she headed out to training with Jason. And Miguel's going to be bringing her around for introductions and meet and greet on Tuesday morning. Also, we attended a confined space training at the Courtyard. Our team does have to go into confined spaces when we're chasing down wires and all that kind of stuff related to IT. We attended our proficiency fix for SCADA and automation training in the Bay Area. And Nick also saved the day with the CryptoWare, which was released into the network, and IT pushed out updates to Flash to improve our network security. Always appreciated. Lynn is preparing for utilities department user moves that are happening next week in support of the 879 Morrow remodel. Thank you very much, Lynn. That's greatly appreciated. And Glenn continued debugging the GTAC or JTAC case with the network director not syncing devices in space. So whatever that means, that's certainly way beyond what I know what I'm talking about. And then Mary is doing a major database cleanup with stormwater assets, which is great because we have an audit that's coming up with the state. Just got notice about an hour ago that they'll be seeing us on May 10th. Wanted to chat a little bit about this, what's been going on with this week at the City Council. You heard a little bit about it at the department meeting. GFOA presentation went better than I think all of us expected. We got unanimous support from the City Council, and now we're off to the races, and certainly you'll be hearing more about that. I'm already talking to folks who are interested in the temporary project manager job that we have set up for 3 years. If you know people who you think would be a great fit to manage the re-engineering of business practices, implement an ERP system, help with process improvements, and just be someone who's fun to be around for the next 3 years to help us on that project, send them our way, because we're definitely going to be looking for someone who has the skills to bring that complex project along, and your support and certainly people that you know in the community that could fit the bill would be greatly appreciated. We also reached a milestone this week. We reached agreement with the City Council and the Police Officers Association. We have a new contract. I want to thank Lynn and Vilma for doing all the retro work for payroll next week. There's a lot that goes into that, and I think we've got it down now, but it's tricky every time we do it, particularly because each bargaining group that we negotiate with, the benefits are a little bit different, and the hard work and teamwork with our friends in HR really make a difference to make sure that that retro pay is accurate. The council also heard a lot of speakers and a lot of public testimony about a proposed nightclub out at Aero Vista related to the Slow Brew facility, and the City Council passed that by 4-1. It looks that because of a noticing snafu that item will be coming back on May 3rd. We also had an RFP on the consent calendar for business licenses, and Margie and I are going to be talking here soon about kicking that project off the ground and all the steps that are needed to make sure that we get the right vendors and get the right approach to making sure that everyone is paying their fair share of the business license tax. We have some new staff that's joined us. You'll see some new temporary staff that's helping out at the counter. Stop by, say hi. Vilma's been in touch with Lisa Boatman, and it looks like Lisa's going to be helping us out in the afternoon. She's interested in continuing her time with the city. We have a new payroll clerk, Michael, that'll be starting on, I believe it's May 4th or May 5th. I think Marjorie has scheduled a Cinco de Mayo celebration for Michael's arrival. And then last but not least, I just want to talk a little bit about the retreat that we have set up next week. We have a half day with Dale with finance on Tuesday, and then a half day on Wednesday with our IT folks. And this is a continuation of all of the discussions we've been having about building trust, getting to know each other, and we certainly know a lot more of each other, about each other with the DISC work, with the Strength Finders, and these are really key to understanding each other's strengths and areas where we can really be sharp, and other areas where it's really not our strength, and maybe we need to think about how we can team up with people in the organization and within the department to make sure we can get certain things done. You know, looking ahead in terms of the City Council, just want to highlight a couple things that would be of interest to folks. We have real estate closed session negotiations on open space on the 3rd. We've got a settlement with Stericycle, which Vilma's been following. We have appointed officials compensation. This is the annual evaluations for Christine and Katie. And then we've got moving on to June, I'll just go down to that meeting. We've really kind of leading up to the supplemental budget and the urban water management plan. We actually had a big showing last night at the water forum over at the Ludwig. I'd say there was probably 30 to 40 public members. Utilities did an outstanding job preparing for that open house. I think exceeded everyone's expectations with lots of water saving devices, cool tips, and they had just a incredible grasp and handle on the technical issues related to our water supply, how that water supply is managed, and ultimately what we can do in the future to manage water demand. I'm off for the rest of the day. I'm heading out to go take care of some honeydews on the home front, and then going to then spend some time with the family this weekend. Got a piano recital and a couple other things, and then getting ready for my family coming into town next weekend for my daughter's communion. I think Miguel and I have both of our daughters going through communion at the same time, if I'm getting the schedules right. So it's good to see our colleagues and friends out in the community outside of work. Thanks to everyone for the hard work. I appreciate everyone's support. We could not have gotten to where we were with the City Council on Tuesday with GFOA without everyone leaning into that effort, and I will be eternally grateful for you and the time we've spent together here, getting to know you better and really knowing how much each one of you contributes to the success of this organization. Again, have a great weekend. Looking forward to seeing you on Monday.